How to use silence to force the world to serve you. Author Vahid Zekavati. Copyright VMZ Production. Introduction. You are tired. I know it. Tired of the loud noise of a world that constantly demands you speak up, be seen, and constantly prove your worth. Tired of running after a validation that never fully arrives from the outside, leaving you disappointed every time. This is our common pain, the relentless struggle to fill an inner void with outer clamor and distraction. We mistakenly believe that the louder our voice, the more valuable we become, but the harsh, naked truth is that every raised voice depletes a portion of our vital power, and every effort to seek external approval pushes us one step further from our authentic self, leaving us weaker and more dependent. For years, in our pursuit of success and inner peace, we have knocked on every door except one, the door of intelligent silence. We have forgotten that our lost treasure is not hidden in the outside world, but in the deepest, most tranquil place within us, in the precise moment when you mute the world and stand alone with yourself. This book is an invitation to a great confession and a shocking spiritual awakening. Are you ready to finally hear the voice of truth, which is audible only in silence, and change the game forever? This is the path to attaining the power you have always desired, a power that compels the world to serve you, rather than becoming a slave of the endless demands of others.
Chapter 1. Why does my energy drain when I talk too much? Confess this too. We have sat in gatherings where we desperately wanted to be seen and prove how intelligent and capable we are, and that very urge was our downfall. That intense passion and excitement you initially felt for a big idea or a major project suddenly fizzled out after you described it to 10 different people. You no longer had the same motivation to execute it, did you? You felt a vital internal force rush out of you, leaving your drive diminished. We are telling you that this is a dangerous illusion and a psychological trap. The illusion of instant ego gratification through talk. We believe that by articulating our goals, we solidify them. But the bitter, raw truth is that with every word spoken without immediate action, we scatter the latent energy of that goal into the atmosphere, where it is consumed by the doubts and limiting beliefs of others. This is the shocking confession. You are actively throttling your own success before it even has a chance to be born. How long will you allow this destructive cycle to repeat, draining your life force with every new endeavor? How long will you placate yourself with the delusion that because you talked about your dream, you have taken a significant step forward? This is a massive self-deception that paralyzes your subconscious and keeps you from action. Creative energy is a life force that must remain focused and compressed to gain the power needed to execute great tasks and bring them to completion. Every time you discuss your next step with someone who does not absolutely need to know, you are subtracting from your operational power for a fleeting, momentary hit of external satisfaction. This is a losing transaction that yields no real benefit. The inner admission you must embrace is this: you do not need external validation for your dreams to be worthy. You need silence, focus, and a condensed force to build those dreams, and this can only be achieved in your private solitude, making you strong. The secret you must know is this: over 80% of the people who learn about your goals, not out of malice, but because of their own deep fears, limiting beliefs, and subconscious doubts, unintentionally cast a negative influence on your path, planting seeds of uncertainty in your mind. You are knowingly exposing yourself to energies that offer no benefit, serving only to pull you away from your true course. You must construct an impenetrable defense line around your ambitions. This line of defense is built solely through active, intelligent silence, allowing you to bring your goals to fruition in a secure space. Your silence provides you the necessary mental bandwidth to focus entirely on quality and execution, free from distractions. And this is absolute power. From this day forward, make your words precious and scarce. Treat every word like a precise shot, not a reckless burst that squanders your energy. You must act like a patient hunter, lying in wait, making the final, decisive move only at the perfect moment. It is only hidden action and unseen work that leads to sustainable results and lasting success. Your silence will force others to witness the powerful and transformative results of your work, rather than hearing empty promises. And this is the start of a deep, solid power that no amount of talking could ever bestow. This inner strength frees you from the exhausting burden of constantly proving yourself to others.
Chapter 2. Should I really hide my plans from everyone? It is true you want to shout your intentions. You want to share the joy of a big idea and a good intention with the world. But haven't you also felt that after verbalizing a major goal, opposing forces suddenly seem to mobilize, or everything becomes unexpectedly harder and new obstacles appear? We have a great secret for you. The world consistently responds with greater force to hidden actions and silent intentions than to loud promises and hollow words. You are engaged in a strategic game called life. Does a chess master reveal his next moves to his opponent in advance? No, he contemplates in silence and he acts in the moment. You too must learn that the power of remaining unknown transforms you into an unpredictable and formidable force, a huge advantage in any domain. When you disclose a goal prematurely, you open yourself up to the judgment, critique, and unwanted doubts of those around you. Even your closest confidants, subconsciously driven by their own deep-seated fears, limiting beliefs, and bitter experiences, will transfer that negativity to you, causing your initial fire to instantly dwindle. You do not need these toxic energies or paralyzing doubts. You need a secure internal space where your ideas can be born, grow, and take root, rather than being suffocated before their time by external clamor and loud voices. Silence offers you the critical opportunity to meticulously assess every angle, weakness, and strength of your plans in solitude, refining them to perfection, free from external opinions. This is not avoidance. It is a tactical maneuver and a wise strategy for preserving your internal and psychological energy. Remaining unknown does not mean isolation or disconnection from the world. It means the conscious, deliberate selection of those few individuals who have earned the right to know the details of your journey. You must build a small, fortified circle of trust and commitment, people who will not just drain your energy, but rather multiply it and empower you. These people are rare, and you must be extremely cautious in choosing them, never trusting a fleeting connection. For the rest of the world, let your results speak for you. Let them only become aware when your work is complete, your bridge to the final destination is built, and there is no turning back. This is the ultimate power of action. This sense of intelligent secrecy is a strength that liberates you from the immense psychological pressure of having to prove yourself. You are no longer working for the validation of others, but progressing with singular focus for yourself. You must understand that every step you take is merely a practice run toward the summit, and there is no need to broadcast every minor movement. Only through this disciplined approach can you harness your full, latent potential, which is what truly sets you apart and gives you deep inner peace. The secret you must know is this: over 80% of the people who learn about your goals, not out of malice, but because of their own deep fears, limiting beliefs, and subconscious doubts, unintentionally cast a negative influence on your path, planting seeds of uncertainty in your mind. You are knowingly exposing yourself to energies that offer no benefit, serving only to pull you away from your true course. You must construct an impenetrable defense line around your ambitions. This line of defense is built solely through active, intelligent silence, allowing you to bring your goals to fruition in a secure space. Your silence provides you the necessary mental bandwidth to focus entirely on quality and execution, free from distractions. And this is absolute power.
From this day forward, make your words precious and scarce. Treat every word like a precise shot, not a reckless burst that squanders your energy. You must act like a patient hunter, lying in wait, making the final decisive move only at the perfect moment. It is only hidden action and unseen work that leads to sustainable results and lasting success. Your silence will force others to witness the powerful and transformative results of your work, rather than hearing empty promises. And this is the start of a deep, solid power that no amount of talking could ever bestow. This inner strength frees you from the exhausting burden of constantly proving yourself to others.
Chapter 3. How can I silence my noisy mind? You must confess, the busiest place you know is not a crowded street, but inside your own head. You sit in absolute silence, yet your brain acts like a broken radio, constantly broadcasting noise, worries, fears, and endless internal dialogues. What if I fail? What did that person think of me? And did I manage to prove myself? What does the future hold? These voices deplete your energy internally, far more than any external sound ever could. You must face this harsh truth. You are a captive of your mind, and until your mind is quieted, you can never truly benefit from external silence. Your peace is not found in the outside world, but in your ability to switch off this internal noise. And this is the vital place to start reclaiming control. Here, we will share a liberating truth that will fundamentally change your life. You are not your thoughts. You are the boundless sky through which the clouds, your thoughts, simply pass. You are the observer of this incessant show, not its primary actor. This understanding is the pivot point for separating yourself from your suffering. When you accept that you do not have to fight or suppress every thought, a deep calm suddenly rushes into your being. This is the mental silence you have chased for years, seeking it in complex meditations and arduous exercises. But the solution is simpler. Just observe. Let the thoughts arrive and leave, without judgment, without reaction, and without attaching any labels to them. To silence these endless conversations in your head, you must focus your attention on the only reliable bridge between your inner and outer worlds, your breath. You can use your body as an anchor to control your mind. Every time your mind begins its restless whispers and manufactures baseless anxieties, simply and consciously focus on your inhale and exhale. This simple act is a strong anchor that pulls you back to the present, a place where there is no past to regret and no future to fear, only absolute calm and complete presence. This is the powerful presence in the moment that instantly frees you from all anxiety. You must learn to consciously distance yourself from the sources of stress for a few minutes each day. These sources might be negative news, toxic individuals, or even just routine habits and negative thought cycles. By practicing this simple technique, you will arrive at a sanctuary where inner silence is more powerful than any external noise. This mental quietude creates not just peace, but a vast, creative, and open space within you. When the clamor of fears is silenced, solutions you never imagined will appear in your mind with clarity and ease. And this is a miracle that you yourself are creating and will possess.
Chapter 4. Can a good intention alone make me successful? Have you believed that a good intention or positive thought alone, simply by sitting and focusing, is enough for the universe to get to work and deliver success to you on a silver platter? This notion has a hidden half that no one told you. The universe respects intentions and perceives positive energy, but it only responds to your actions and physical movement. You can repeat to yourself all day, "I am successful." But if you take no steps toward that success, the cosmos will make no move for you, and no miracle will occur. Confess how many grand intentions and brilliant ideas you've had that never materialized because you waited for some external force to make the work easy. This is the dangerous trap that has drowned millions in the dream of success, yet they never laced up their shoes for action. You must understand that intention, the seed, and action, planting and tending the seed, are two sides of the same coin and are worthless without each other. If your intention is not pure and strong, your actions will be scattered and aimless, leading you nowhere. But if you do not act, your intention remains merely a beautiful fantasy and an unattainable dream. True power lies in binding the silence of intention with the noise of physical action and movement. This is where you must find the courage to step into the unknown. Are you afraid? Good. Fear is a natural part of the journey and indicates you are doing something important that you must push through. But the greatest risk of all is the lack of action. Every moment you wait for ideal conditions, you are forfeiting the chance to shape your future with your own hands, and this is the true and great regret. The world is a mirror that reflects your deeds and your movements. Every step you take, small or large, is a clear, firm message to the universe. I am serious. I am committed. I am moving toward my desire, and nothing can stop me. This is the message that compels the forces of the cosmos to move and assist you. There is no need to shout what you want. It is enough to get to work and begin. Your action is the loudest and most definitive message you send to the world. Forget about others. It is you who must be true to yourself and your commitment to your intentions, taking one step forward every single day. We are always searching for a miracle, but the true miracle is found in your ability to organize your silent intentions and your sustained actions. This is the fire that illuminates the darkest nights of doubt and motivates you to keep going. Keep your intentions guarded in silence, and let your actions be your official, powerful language. Take one small step every day, plant one small seed, and proceed with complete faith in the process. This faith is the cornerstone of your enduring and stable successes, which no one can ever take from you.
Chapter 5. Why does everything fall apart when I achieve stability? I know you enjoy stability and repetition. The human mind seeks security through repetition and fears change. But confess, the greatest and best things that happened in your life occurred precisely during moments when everything had fallen apart, forcing you to change and leave your comfort zone. Your suffering comes from wanting to stop the river's flow so that the water remains still and stable forever. But the river is a symbol of life. It is constantly moving and changing, and the water is never the same. And this is a major shock. Whatever does not change is dead. By resisting change, you are, in effect, fighting the core nature and flow of life itself, wasting your energy and causing yourself unnecessary pain. You must etch this truth into your subconscious. Change is not your enemy. It is your best friend and your most profound teacher. Change is a sign of life, growth, and new opportunities. Every time you lose a job, a relationship ends, or an unwelcome challenge appears on your path, life is actually redirecting you toward a path essential for your spiritual and personal development, a path that will ultimately benefit you. But because we only focus on the hard and painful appearance of these events, we miss the hidden opportunities within them and begin to resist and suffer. This resistance drains an enormous amount of energy from you, energy that could have been used to build your new future and seize the emerging opportunities. To escape the anxiety and suffering caused by change, you must learn to consciously align yourself with the flow of existence. You should no longer attempt to control everything. This is a futile and exhausting effort that will only wear you out without yielding results. Instead, allow the music of life to guide you and dance to its rhythm. Accepting change does not mean surrendering. It means wisely using the energy of change to shape your life. You must act like an artist, creating a new masterpiece with the new raw materials that change provides. This process of change is permanent, and you must move forward with it, and this will lead you to wholeness. Learn from nature. Trees shed their leaves in autumn to survive. They do not fear, because they know that this letting go is the prelude to a glorious spring and a rebirth. You must find the courage to let go of what was and what was comfortable to discover what you are meant to be and reach a higher level of your existence. When you embrace change, you no longer feel the need for obsessive control, and this liberation brings a deep sense of peace, preserving your energy for the future.
Chapter 6. If I succeed and no one knows, does it have value? Do you believe that success is only valuable when it is witnessed and affirmed by everyone? This is a dangerous illusion and a faulty mental program that traps you in seeking approval and dependency on external validation. Confess this. We often strive harder for the praise and applause of others than for our own internal satisfaction. And this path pulls us away from our true self, weakening us. This dependence on external opinion is our greatest weakness, granting others the power to derail our path with their critiques, judgments, or even misplaced praise. The true value of your work lies in its internal quality and depth, not in the loud noise of external compliments or the number of likes you receive. You must learn that remaining unknown is a strategic weapon and a defensive shield. When others are unaware of the precise extent of your success, your efforts, and your next goals, you become an unpredictable and powerful force. No one knows what is happening in your mind, and this is a huge advantage in competition. This intelligent secrecy protects you from the unwanted judgments and toxic energies in your environment. Everyone views the world through the filter of their own fears, limitations, and bitter experiences. And when you share your big goals with them, they will, subconsciously, sow seeds of doubt and uncertainty in your being with their limited mindsets. You do not need these psychological toxins and must actively avoid them. The power of being unknown grants you absolute freedom and a unique opportunity to act. You are no longer worried that if you fail, you will be ridiculed or judged. This freedom allows you to boldly change your course, take greater risks, and learn from your failures without the pressure of external scrutiny. This is the protective curtain that shields you from all unintended arrows and negative energy. Your sole focus must be on the quality of your work, not the display of it. The display of success should only happen at the right time and in a complete form, leaving everyone utterly shocked. This strategic secrecy compels you to be honest with yourself and strengthen your internal commitment. You are no longer striving for others. You are acting solely for the intrinsic value of your work and the satisfaction of the Creator within you.
This is a massive paradigm shift that transforms you from a performer for the audience into an absolute creator. Let only your final results be your loud, powerful, and undeniable voice, astounding the world.
Chapter 7. Why do I constantly feel my energy and time are being wasted? Do you go to bed every night with the feeling that you worked hard all day but still did not get to your most important tasks? Confess, we spend our most precious energy on things utterly unrelated to our major goals. Endlessly checking social media, aimless conversations, getting caught up in the news, and even scattered internal thoughts. These are the silent holes that are constantly draining the river of your energy without your notice. You think a quick glance at your phone is harmless, but that fleeting moment shatters your focus, and the cost of returning to deep concentration is immensely high. And this is precisely where failure begins to take root. You must understand that energy is your most limited and valuable asset. You wake up every morning with a full tank of energy, and it is your choice whether to spend this precious fuel on your dreams or waste it on the road of distractions and time killers. The solution is to build a strong defensive system for yourself that prevents this from happening. You must declare the times when you need deep work and concentration as sacred and allow nothing, not even a small thought or a phone notification, to interrupt it. This is the moment where you must firmly practice saying no. No to every request that does not align with your main objectives and pulls you off course. For intelligent energy management, you must know your priorities with the clarity of a bullet shot and eliminate everything else. What is your true goal? When this objective is clear, everything that does not move you toward it is recognized as a distraction and a waste of time, and can be easily removed from your schedule. You must channel your energy like a river so that instead of dispersing into the desert, it is powerfully directed toward the ocean, bringing your work to completion. This channeling requires discipline and a precise daily schedule that respects the laws of your brain, dramatically increasing your efficiency. Meditation and mental silence, which you learned in previous chapters, are your primary sources for recovering and strengthening your energy. A calm and focused mind dramatically increases its ability to direct energy, keeping you on the right path. Remember, wherever you invest your energy, you will receive a return. If you spend it on trivial things, you will get small results. But if you invest it in your big goals, you will achieve transformative results that will change your life and grant you immense power.
Chapter 8. Why am I so impatient to see results? When you put in a lot of effort, you naturally want to see results quickly, right? This is the shared suffering of modern humanity, the inability to tolerate the process and the impatience to immediately see the fruit of hard work. We are trapped in the illusion of instant gratification and cannot wait. But you must confront this shocking truth. Every worthwhile endeavor requires time, trust, and deep patience. You cannot plant a seed and dig it up the next day to check how much it has grown. That action will only destroy the seed. Your impatience does precisely this to your goals and projects, killing them halfway through and preventing you from reaching success. You must have absolute faith in the process and the journey you are currently on. Faith means that after taking all the necessary steps and making a committed effort, you allow time to do its job. The farmer, after planting, does not dig up the field. He trusts the laws of nature with calm certainty. This trust liberates you from stress, unnecessary worries, and the pressure to control every small detail. Every time you rush, you are essentially doubting yourself and your efforts. This doubt cripples your main driving force, exhausts you, and ultimately leads to failure. True patience does not mean abandoning work or becoming lazy. It means the continuation of conscious activity in the midst of deep calm. During this time, you must continue to focus on improving your skills, learning more, and preparing for the moment of success and how to sustain it. You must be ready not just to achieve the goal, but also to maintain that major success, and this is a crucial stage. This preparation takes place in your silence and patience, transforming a fleeting temporary success into an enduring and permanent one that no one can ever take away from you. You must know that the final result always appears at its own ideal time, not necessarily when you expect it. It may be later, or even in a different form than you imagined, but you must trust that the universe will reward you your committed and patient efforts. Your silence during this waiting period sends a firm message to the world. I am serious, I am confident, I know what I have planted, and I am patiently waiting for the result. And this voice is more powerful than any shout, leading you to victory. Meditation and mental silence, which you learned in previous chapters, are your primary sources for recovering and strengthening your energy. A calm and focused mind dramatically increases its ability to direct energy, keeping you on the right path. Remember, wherever you invest your energy, you will receive a return. If you spend it on trivial things, you will get small results. But if you invest it in your big goals, you will achieve transformative results that will change your life and grant you immense power.
Chapter 9. How can I achieve absolute peace in the heart of a busy city? Confess this. You believe that to find peace, you must escape to the mountains, to the beach, to a secluded corner. But as soon as you return to daily life, that peace dissipates and you are stressed again. This is a massive illusion. True peace is not a place or a vacation. It is an inner state and a mental skill. You must learn that silence is not found only in absolute quiet. Silence is a skill that allows you to build an inner island of calm for yourself, even in the heart of the busiest city and amidst the daily clamor. This is where silence transforms from a momentary practice into a permanent lifestyle and a new identity, empowering you completely. You must accept this truth. The solution is to integrate moments of conscious awareness into your daily routine, turning them into opportunities for meditation. When you eat consciously, focusing only on the taste. When you walk consciously, focusing on the feeling in your body. Use these moments to return to your inner self and to mental silence. You must embed this fact into your subconscious. You always have a choice to react to the external noise and lose your energy, or to remain in your inner silence and maintain your focus. With this conscious choice, you become an impenetrable person whose peace cannot be disturbed by any external turmoil. You must cleanse your surroundings of harmful, energy-draining distractions. These distractions pollute your inner energy and pull you off course. Phones, televisions, and all tools that disconnect you from the present moment must be turned off or put out of reach during specific times. This is not just for rest, it is for the reconstruction and strengthening of your inner and mental power. You must create a space that allows you to hear yourself and to be aware of yourself. This space is your home, your workplace, and even your own mind, all of which you must actively manage. Inner silence transforms you into an aware and powerful individual, aware of what is happening inside you and aware of what is influencing your environment. This awareness is your best compass in a high-pressure, chaotic world. With this lifestyle, you are no longer passively reacting to external events, but actively choosing how to respond and how to spend your energy. You will discover that true power lies in that deep stillness.
You must know that the final result always appears at its own ideal time, not necessarily when you expect it. It may be later or even in a different form than you imagined, but you must trust that the universe will reward your committed and patient efforts. Your silence during this waiting period sends a firm message to the world. I am serious. I am confident. I know what I have planted, and I am patiently waiting for the result. And this voice is more powerful than any shout, leading you to victory. Meditation and mental silence, which you learned in previous chapters, are your primary sources of recovering and strengthening your energy. A calm and focused mind dramatically increases its ability to direct energy, keeping you on the right path. Remember, wherever you invest your energy, you will receive a return. If you spend it on trivial things, you will get small results. But if you invest it in your big goals, you will achieve transformative results that will change your life and grant you immense power.
Chapter 10. What is the great secret to achieving everything you desire? We have finally reached the point where all the pieces of the puzzle come together and the final picture of your success emerges. You have learned to preserve your energy through intelligent silence, chapters 1 and 6. Calm your mind from external noise, chapter 3. Bind this energy with action, chapter 4. And finally, bring it to fruition with deep patience and trust, chapter 8. Confess, you were always searching for a great secret, a magic button to grant your wishes. But the shocking truth is that the great secret is not a new piece of advice or a magical formula, but your ability to combine and execute all these simple principles within intelligent silence. The great secret is this: your power lies in your ability to silence the external and internal worlds so that you can hear the voice of your true intentions and act without external influence or distraction. When you gain this power, you no longer need to search outside yourself. You become the source of calm, success, and absolute power. Your silence sends a definitive and powerful message to the world. I am no longer a slave to your clamor or external approval. I am my own creator. And the world, bowing before this iron will and inner power, begins to organize all its resources to serve you. This book transforms you into an impenetrable, powerful, and focused individual. Someone whose decisions are not dictated by fear, judgment, or the need for external approval. This is the inner power that the great figures of history discovered in their solitude, achieving unparalleled success. They planned in silence, acted in silence, and achieved results that astonished everyone. You too must make this your way of life. Every day, consciously choose to embrace silence and use its concentrated energy to build your internal and external empire. You must make this final confession to yourself right now. I will no longer waste my time and energy in meaningless clamor. I will create the best version of myself in silence, with focus and power. This is the beginning of a new life, a new identity, and a turning point in your personal history. A life where you are truly yourself, powerful, calm, and with a clear purpose, free from any dependency. You must know that the final result always appears at its own ideal time, not necessarily when you expect it. It may be later or even in a different form than you imagined. But you must trust that the universe will reward your committed and patient efforts. Your silence during this waiting period sends a firm message to the world. I am serious. I am confident. I know what I have planted, and I am patiently waiting for the result. And this voice is more powerful than any shout, leading you to victory. Meditation and mental silence, which you learned in previous chapters, are your primary sources for recovering and strengthening your energy. A calm and focused mind dramatically increases its ability to direct energy, keeping you on the right path. Remember, wherever you invest your energy, you will receive a return. If you spend it on trivial things, you will get small results. But if you invest it in your big goals, you will achieve transformative results that will change your life and grant you immense power. Conclusion. We began our journey with the shared pain of being tired of the world's loud demands. And now we stand at a point where we experience the declaration of power from within with our entire being. You now know that true success and peace are achieved not by running externally, but by embracing and accepting intelligent inner silence. Silence was the gateway to a new world where you possess the complete power to create, change, and build your life exactly as you desire. You are no longer the person who yearns for external validation, but an individual who moves forward in silence with pure intentions, focused actions, and deep patience, letting only results be your voice. This book was not just a guide, it was an awakening and a reminder that the greatest source of power and peace has always been within you. Now, the time for action has arrived. Turn what you have learned into your way of life. Continue with trust in yourself and your path. The world will respond to your commitment and intelligent silence, granting you all that you desire. You must make this final confession to yourself right now. I will no longer waste my time and energy in meaningless clamor. I will create the best version of myself in silence, with focus and power. This is the beginning of a new life, a new identity, and a turning point in your personal history. A life where you are truly yourself, powerful, calm, and with a clear purpose, free from any dependency. You must know that the final result always appears at its own ideal time, not necessarily when you expect it. It may be later, or even in a different form than you imagined. But you must trust that the universe will reward your committed and patient efforts. Your silence during this waiting period sends a firm message to the world. I am serious. I am confident. I know what I have planted, and I am patiently waiting for the result. And this voice is more powerful than any shout, leading you to victory.